Tornado hits Orlando area with winds over 100 miles per hour. And this is from NBC News. Nahum chapter 1. And we're going to start it off at verse 2. And it goes into the Lord's anger against Nineveh. And Nineveh was an ancient merchant city. What is that merchant city here in these last days that the Lord is angry with? And his visitation is now here. Babylon the Great, which is America. So Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, which is 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and as well as all of these heathen nations. And he reserved wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. And just read Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4 to see who's known as the border of wickedness is. The Edomites, which is the so-called white race that the Heavenly Father said he's not at all going to let off, because that's what happens when you're acquitted in court or in trial. The judge lets you off. And who is the judge? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And they say they're not at all going to let these damn devils get away. The Lord had his way in the whirlwind. What is a whirlwind? Something that spins and tours, like a tornado that hit Orlando with winds over 100 miles per hour.
A destructive EF2 tornado ripping through central Florida.
This is a confirmed tornado.
Orlando's Fox affiliate WOFL live on air as the tornado hit the station.
Everybody get in. Everybody get in the studio. Come on in, guys.
This is a very serious situation.
A WOFL anchor recording as staff hides under the anchor desk to avoid the tornado. In the Longwood neighborhood.
Why is he hiding under his desk? Because the Lord is furious. That's when everybody want to fear. When the Lord makes his presence known. And this is how he makes his presence known right here. Shit gets thrown down. Shit gets destroyed like your homes. Because the Lord is furious with this goddamn place. Nahum 1 and verse 3. Finishing the verse off. The Lord had his way in the whirlwind. So this whirlwind, which is this tornado, it was the Lord having his way. And in the storm and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and dried up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. And that's when the Lord visits. Shit burns up. The mountains quake at him. Earthquakes happen, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence. You see? That's how you know the Lord is nigh. His presence is here. Don't we see wildfires happening all over the earth? Don't we see earthquakes each and every day? Storm, tempest, and whirlwinds. Yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? Which is a question. I'm getting the hell out the way. I'm hiding for fear like that news broadcaster under the desk. And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. And he knoweth them that trust in him, the hopeful elect.
Aerial footage from NBC's affiliate WESH showing the twister's dangerous path. Entire homes destroyed. Roofs ripped clear off.
And that's what the Lord said that he would do to these heathens. And this is going to be Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. How do we know the just Lord is in the midst thereof? He's making his presence known through what? Let's see. He will not do iniquity every morning. That he bring his judgment to light. That's how we know the just Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, presence is here now. Because we see judgment happening each and every day. You hear those fire trucks, ambulance, cop cars flying down the highway. That's the Lord's judgment. Somebody just got took off the earth. A crime scene, a homicide, a 187, or a badass car accident, or a EF2 tornado with 100+ mile per hour winds that took a nigga out. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light, meaning we see it. You turn on the lights, you can see everything. He fell it not, but the unjust. Who is the unjust? The wicked. Knoweth no shame. What are you doing, Lord? I have cut off the nations, which is the Lord's enemies. Their towers, what is their towers? Their homes, their buildings, their offices. Roofs blown off. Their towers are desolate, which is destroyed. I made their streets waste. Let's look at the streets. See how they look.
The area littered with debris.
The noise, it was wild. When they say it sounds like a freight train, that's what I heard. I've lived through many hurricanes, as you can imagine. I've never seen anything like that.
She said it sounded like a freight train. We're going to get a quick precept upon that. I made their streets waste, that none pass it by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. And that's ultimately the fate of Babylon the Great. Just read Revelation chapter 18. This place is prophesied to become a wilderness for desert creatures after thermonuclear fire. Finish this bitch. I said, surely thou will fear me. Thou will receive instruction. That's what they tremendously have trespassed against. The Lord's instruction book, which is this book, the Holy Bible. So their dwelling should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Is not America completely corrupted? Criminals, pedophiles, homosexuals, weirdos, alphabet community, all types of weird shit, man, and corruption going on in this goddamn place. The political system, whether it's the left wing or the right wing, is still the same goddamn bird. Wickedness going on in this goddamn place. And the Lord is preparing to do what? Destroy this fucking place. And we can't wait. It can't come no sooner. But she said what? This tornado sounded like, let's hear that one more time from this woman. Come on, Dan.
What I heard, I've lived through many hurricanes, as you can imagine. I've never seen anything like that.
Damn it.
I've never seen anything like that. Hurricanes, as you can imagine.
Come on, computer.
Train. That's what I heard. I've lived.
There we go. That's what I wanted. She said it sounded like a freight train.
Littered with debris.
The noise, it was wild. When they say it sounds like a freight train, that's what I heard. I've lived.
That's what she heard. It sounded like a freight train. Remember that. Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited. Remember, the Lord is, his presence is here. He's drawing nigh. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise. What is that great noise? What do these tornadoes sound like? Freight trains with storm and tempest. What is a tempest? A strong wind. 100+ mile per hour winds hit Orlando, Florida. And the flame of devouring fire. You got wildfires happening all over the earth, especially here on the shores of America, from out west to out south to out north. And that's going to be the next video clip. You got wildfires happening in goddamn New York City where it's still cold outside. What is the excuse? There ain't none.
Through many hurricanes, as you can imagine. I've never seen anything like that.
Winds reaching up to 120 miles per hour, sending chairs and pool floats flying in this backyard and flipping this tractor trailer on its side with a driver and dog inside, both now safe.
It was really strong winds, and I'm here 25 years through several hurricanes. this was a wind that sounded different.
So far, no word on any serious injuries.
These are the type of tornadoes
What was that different sound? The Lord's visitation.
that have us most concerned, and we want to make sure people heed those warnings whenever they receive them so that they can get to the right place at the right time.
Now, residents and emergency crews surveying the damage left behind from this early morning storm.
All right, Bill Cairns joins us now live in studio. Bill, you're going to walk us through exactly what happened. And you actually worked at that station?
Yeah, so this is where the tornado hit in the Fox station. Amy, my old co-anchor, was one of the people you saw hiding under the desk there. So the station was located about a half mile from where the tornado first came down. This storm was 9:30 in the morning. No tornado watch. Pretty much unexpected that it was going to happen. The warning went out 3 minutes beforehand, and the one house that was completely destroyed with everything fell on it. There was a couple that went to an interior room when they got their warning, and they lived unscathed. When you see their house, you're like, how did that happen? So what do we have coming up? So we go through the next couple of days pretty quiet, but then, this is getting towards spring season. We're going to start getting severe weather outbreaks, and it looks like we're going to have one. So we're going to start this one on Friday, and we're going to target areas from St. Louis to Louisiana, definitely including the Little Rock and Memphis area. Then this storm's going to roll to the East Coast. By the time we get to Saturday, severe weather is going to roll through Alabama, Mississippi, portions of Tennessee. Undetermined yet, Tom, that this will be like a classic tornado outbreak, but I'd be surprised if we don't at least have isolated tornadoes and a lot of wind damage end this week.
All right, we'll keep our eye on it. Bill, we thank you for that.
And that's in my neck of the woods. Hey, praying that Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai passes over us with this judgment. As March 13th that evening, all the way to March 20th, 7 days, we keep the Lord's Passover, man. And hey, he's visiting already with severe judgment. So call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Kwam Yashala, and it's on to the next one.